appreciate you so much for getting up and hanging out with me on Sunday morning. So thank you, and thank you. I am going to go ahead and get started because I don't want to keep you too long. So, Wanda Dolores is watching. Good morning. It's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting month, although I must admit. And one of the things that I realized about me this week, and this is what I'm going to talk about, is the power of choice. And what I realized after I sat back and just started analyzing some things is that I was choosing to allow certain emotions rule my spirit. So let me just say that again. I was unconsciously choosing to allow certain emotions to rule and dictate my spirit. And it was stress. Because what I realized is that things that were happening to me in my life, I was choosing to allow it to stress me out. The whole computer, I had some issues, some other issues, and I was getting stressed out about it. So I had to check myself. And I realized I was choosing to allow stress, this emotion, this action, this feeling into my spirit. So today, I want to talk about the power of choice. And I am going to read from my new book, Just Leap. And if you have it, it is on page 70, The Power of Choice. And it's a little long, so I'm going to take my time. Bear with me this morning. But I thought it was so important because so often we allow an emotion to rule our spirit without even realizing it. So I was choosing to be stressed out. And when I thought about it and I sat down and I said, no, this is not what you want in your spirit. So I started thinking about joy. I started thinking about gratitude and all the things I had to be grateful for. And that changed how I felt. I no longer felt stressful. So I'm going to read from The Power of Choice. No matter how much we try, we cannot fully control our circumstances. We cannot prevent trials and tribulations or eliminate risk or difficulty. What we can do is adopt a different perspective about our experiences. And that's what I had to do. We can always choose the viewpoint we hold about any circumstance in our lives. The things that happen to us provide the chance to make our choices. It is like being dealt a hand of cards. We cannot control what we're given, but we do get to decide how to play. And I've talked about this before. So we can always choose the viewpoint we hold about any circumstance in our lives. I was choosing stress without even realizing it. I'll continue reading. It is our perception that sustains us, not the handling of our circumstances, a perception of them. The decisions and choices we make today affect our tomorrow. The responsibility of choices we make and how we respond to life belongs to each of us on our own. Choosing is something we should do based on what matters to us, what we've experienced, our values, and the purpose we are living toward. So I'm living toward peace and harmony and joy. So when I realized I was choosing stress, I had to change my choice. Although it seems so obvious, it is so necessary. In order to have the life we want, we must choose and know we have chosen. To know we have chosen is a conscious, internal kind of action. It is having a level of aliveness and meaning so that the choice is resonant and timely. Although resonant choices might not always feel good, even when they're based on honoring values and are aligned with life purpose, sometimes they are quite difficult. However, conscious choice means our actions are meaningful to us no matter how difficult. The key here is to choose. To choose to say yes to living a more fulfilling and balanced life. We don't have to wait for circumstances to be present before we choose. We can be intentional and proactive versus making choices out of habit or being reactive. And that's what we tend to do a lot. And this is a general statement. We tend to be reactive versus proactive. Our choices, thoughts, and actions are binding forces of true transformation. They either make every other shift in our life possible or destroy our chances of experiencing a life we desire. So our thoughts, our choices, and actions. And when I realized I was choosing stress, I wasn't even aware of it. I wasn't even conscious of it. But I was feeling stressed out, wasn't sleeping. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. So I had to sit myself down, have a talk with myself. I had to do some analyzing, like what's going on? What are you feeling? Why are you feeling it? And I realized I was allowing my circumstances to dictate my actions. I was being reactive out of habit. Your challenges, trials, and tribulations, out of habit. I went into stressful mode. Didn't even realize it. So that was taken from Just Lead, The Power of Choice, page 70, if you have the book. So I started thinking about either you have the power of choice. You can choose to be stressful. You can choose to allow what's happening to stress you out. Or you can choose to be at peace. And that's why I wanted to come on and talk about the power of choice, because far too often, if you're like me, you're not even consciously aware of the fact that you have the choice and you can choose not to have a stressful or negative emotion. And you have the choice and the power to live the life you want. So it begins with the choices we make. We can choose stress. After I took the opportunity to set my little self down and have that little talk with myself, I said, oh no, I'm not going to allow stress to steal my joy. But we get to choose. You get to choose. And like I said, sometimes we're not even conscious of it because out of habit, something happens or you get stressed out. So I decided I am going to choose joy, abundance, love. I'm not going to choose anger, worry, or defeat. I'm going to choose a glass that's half. I'm not going to choose a glass that's half empty. I'm going to choose the glass that's half full. I'm going to choose to be patient. Choose courage over fear. Choose love. I'm going to choose what is right for me. So if you're thinking about this, Don't choose stress. Don't choose anger, worry, or defeat. Don't choose a glass half empty. Don't choose a glass that's half empty. You have a choice. You can choose a glass to look at life from a different perspective. Choose the glass that's half full. Choose to be patient. Choose courage and not fear. Choose love. Choose what is right for you. You can choose to give and not take from others. You can choose to stay in the receiving line. Because sometimes what happens, we want to wait until we receive before we declare it. But be proactive. Stay in the receiving line. And it's funny because I had an experience yesterday. I had to go to the dentist. I had an emergency, and I was telling the dentist about the receiving line. And she was so intrigued by it. She was like, who is this woman sitting here talking about the receiving line? And I told her I was in receiving season. She did not charge me for my emergency visit. She charged me for the x-rays, but I was just in awe. Had I not said that, had I not been in that place, she probably would have billed me for it. I was grateful, don't get me wrong. But I've been telling everybody that will listen to me, and my friends will tell you who's on here. Everyone who's been listening to me, I've been talking about the receiving line. So don't choose to try to change things that you can't. Choose not to place your focus on things that don't matter, but choose to invite what you want into your life. And you stand there and you declare it until you receive it. Choose peace and harmony, not stress. I was choosing stress without even being conscious of it. And choose to receive abundant blessings and favor. And most of all, choose to live the life that you want. And your thoughts and your actions will follow. But right now, I'm still in receiving season. So choose to receive whatever it is you want for your life. I don't care what's going on around you. Stay in that receiving line. Be proactive and choose to live your best life. That's Coffee Talk. The power of choice. You have the power of choice. I, me, we, us have the power of choice. So if something's not resonating with you, if something doesn't feel good in your spirit, stop, pause, take the time. Think about what's going on. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? And know that you have the power of choice to choose whatever it is you want. So think of it this way. If you are allowing stress, anger, or defeat, if you're feeling it, ask yourself the question, what would happen if I changed my thoughts? What would happen? What would happen? Instead of feeling angry, start to feel happy. Yeah, just that thought. Just flip it. Same thing. Like when you're thinking negative thoughts, you turn it into a positive, and automatically you feel better. Yeah, you have the power of choice. So that is Coffee Talk. Just want to see what comments we have. But I felt so much better after I realized I was allowing stress. And then as I thought about it, here's the thing. What's so amazing about life, and I just enjoy evolving and learning and sharing. Here's what's so amazing. I'm stressing out over things, a car, a computer. At the end of the day, think about this. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I've had breast cancer twice. And I'm thinking, why am I letting something so minor stress me out? It might, like I said, my friends on here, they'll tell you I've been texting and calling this week, and they've been checking on me. Poor Ubon came back from vacation yesterday. God bless my friends. I love them. Janice Taylor has been texting me every morning. Ubon came back from vacation yesterday. Before she even unpacked her bag, she called to check on her sister. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But the power of choice, ladies, just know that you can choose what you allow into your spirit. So if you're choosing stress and anger and all that, think about it. You have the power to let it go. So again, that is Coffee Talk. Just check in. And then is on Megan, Wanda, Sandra. Just wanted to make sure I gave you ladies a shout out. A couple of things really quickly before I let you go. First of all, invited her friends to the group. Thank you so much. I mentioned it last week. My friend Janice Taylor invited over 100 of her friends to the group. Yay! So ladies, you are so powerful. All of you are powerful, but I appreciate so much you taking the time to invite your friends to join the group. That keeps me inspired and encouraged. So thank you. And ladies, if you know of other women, your friends or family or anyone, person any woman if you think that they would benefit from Coffee Talk, please invite them to join. Also, my books are on Amazon. So when I post this video, the links are there. You can go in and go directly to Amazon, purchase the newly published one, Just Leap, and Inspirations for the Soul. Also, Witness the Most Powerful You workshop is a great workshop if you belong to a group, sorority, if you just want to get some of your girlfriends together, please invite me out. I would love to come out to do the workshop. It's great for an intimate setting, and it generates authentic conversation. So I would love to come out and hang out with you. So that's Coffee Talk. Ladies, just stay in the receiving line. And do me a favor, if you've experienced anything this week where you felt like it happened because you are in the receiving line, if you're in that place and space, just put it in the group. It might help someone else stay inspired and encouraged. And just do hashtag receiving line because that's the season that we're in right now. And if you declare it, you believe it, it will happen. That's the thing. You have to believe it. You have to choose and believe that you are worthy to receive abundant blessings and favor. You are worthy to receive it. That's Coffee Talk. Ladies, next weekend is Labor Day weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back here or not. If not, I will post it. If you don't see the post, that means I'll be back. Whatever you're doing today, love and blessings to you. I'm just going through here. Wanda said she spoke of this yesterday and allowing stress to take power from her. I just wanted to just touch base real quickly. Paula said she has been passing the receiving line to others. Yes, it's a movement. Yes, hashtag receiving line. Love and blessings, ladies, to you and your family. See you back here next Sunday. If you're out on State Street, come by and say hello. I'm going to head out there now. Then I'll be back out there about 10:30. Love and blessings. Have a great day. Good to see you. Bye. Thank you.